This is Jamie Drummond with Good Food Revolution. I am here with Jancis Robinson, Master of Wine. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
We are here in Fortum and Masons in London, and we're just going to have a little chat about wine of all things. So, what's exciting you in the world of wine these days, Jancis?
I suppose the fact that quality everywhere at the top end is improving, and that there are more and more quality-driven, small-scale individuals. I suppose it's a bit like food business, really.
Yes, yeah.
As a reaction to sort of big industrialised production, there are more and more people peeling off and trying to do much more artisanal stuff. So that's fun.
Are there any particular regions or countries that are seriously exciting you right now, or is that really putting you on the spot?
It is just extraordinary that everywhere there's interesting stuff to be found, even in unlikely places like, I don't know, Mexico. I'm much closer to you than to me. People trying hard in, I don't know, Thailand.
Thai wines? I've never had any Thai wines.
Not bad.
Are they using vinifera, or are they...
Mixture. The odd table grape finds its way into wine. Several harvests a year and all that. But, the techniques of tropical viticulture have improved enormously. So it's just fun, and I like the fact that all the old classics are being put on their toes. They say, but how come why can't we just coast along because we're making wine better every year, but everyone else is making wine better every year?
I've heard that they're making wine in Canada these days. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm very interested in Canadian wine and trying to follow it as best I can from London, England, which isn't so easy.
Do you have much exposure to Canadian wine over here?
Various people send me bottles to keep me up to date, which is very nice of them. And when there's a tasting, I'll go along. And then I do go to Canada every now and then, maybe to go to a tasting or to launch a book or something like that. So I try and keep up with it. Yeah.
And when you
and of course, Canadian wine is the prime example of something where the average quality, is just so much better than it was 10 years ago, isn't it?
Now, where do you think a Canadian's strength lies when it comes to varietals and or wine styles? And again, we're talking about West Coast, East Coast.
Yeah, so, big difference, obviously.
Well, not East Coast, but...
Well, Ontario, BC is the big divide, isn't it? And it is funny how in the markets it's really relatively difficult to find a decent Okanagan wine in Toronto, and relatively difficult to find the creme de la creme of Niagara in Vancouver.
Oh, it's crazy, like that interprovincial trade is silly.
But no, I've been very impressed by some, particularly Chardonnays and the odd Pinot Noir from Ontario, whereas I think the spread of successful varieties in BC seems much wider. And I must say, I do quite understand why Barbara, it was, wasn't it, the BC MW did her dissertation on Pinot Blanc in Okanagan.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because there aren't that many combinations of place and variety that just seem to work. But she's right. Pinot Blanc in BC really works.
Jancis, what does good food mean to you?
Necessity. I'm afraid I'm very lucky. I'm married to a great cook who was a restaurateur and is a restaurant critic. So I never go short of good food. And I just refuse to eat bad food, frankly. I'm not the hungriest person in the world. I'm pretty... I love food, but I'm pretty discriminating. And I just never, ever eat junk food. It's just not even a guilty pleasure. It's just rubbish. It's just horrible. And I'm lucky because I travel a lot, and when we travel, we'll, hang out with foodies and taste good stuff. So I love food.
Jancis Robinson, Master of Wine, thank you very much for joining us at Good Food Revolution today.
Thank you.